Hey guys, and welcome to another GLUESTONE contraption. Some people in the comments said that I should call it sticky stone. I think GLUESTONE, slimestone, honeystone, sticky stone. I like GLUESTONE the best because it's the shortest and also it covers both. Here you can see the design of this particular door here. It is up to 12 blocks long and 10 blocks wide. And in this case, when you make it out of grass, of course you will be able to see it for a short while. I actually like that it kind of has to overgrow. I increased the render tick speed a little bit so this happens a bit quicker, but you can kind of see where I'm getting at. It could be the entrance to your main base, or maybe a secret hidden rocket base where you put some flying machines in between. I think there are many possible applications for this, and the redstone, it took me a bit longer to figure out a nice and concise way. Originally I thought I wanted to also have a more seamless design, even where you don't see these redstone blocks when it's opened. However, this makes the machine a lot more complicated to build, and since these slime blocks are visible anyways and it's kind of only hidden in the closed state, it doesn't really matter. So I thought, let's keep it simple, and on the other hand, make a short and concise tutorial, since I think that this is also another very viable survival build. So yeah, let's get started with the tutorial, and I hope you enjoy. Alright, here we go. So we start off with a 34 by 16 wide hole that is 5 blocks deep. And then 12 blocks from the long ends you start marking out the central drop chute of the gate, which is 10 blocks in this direction and 12 blocks in this one. And then we're gonna place some pistons, sticky pistons of course, on both sides with redstone blocks in front. Do the same on the other side. And then, 1 tick repeaters on both ends. Another row of redstone blocks, redstone, 3 blocks in between. And it has the same length as the pistons. And we do the same on the other side. Alright, next step is we are going to place some obsidian or any other non-movable, non-sticky block like this, and this will prevent the door from opening too far later on. And then we'll place some slime diagonally from this, and then observers and sticky pistons 2 times. Then we go to honey blocks, slime blocks, and then the same. Observer, sticky piston, observer, sticky piston, honey, slime, and once more. Oops. Like this. Same on the other side. So let's just mirror this real quick. Okay, starting off from this side. Slime blocks, observer, sticky piston, upsala. Like this. So now we are going to place the other part of the flying machines. This means we need an observer here that faces into this sticky piston, and then 2 slime blocks like this. Now we're gonna mirror it with honey blocks, so like this. And now again the slime blocks, that means observer, piston. Slime blocks, honey blocks, observer, piston, and so on. You can already place some pistons here. They're also getting triggered by a row of observers. It's always a bit of annoying to place these observers, but you have to figure out the right order. Then it's not too difficult. Okay, same on the other side. So we are starting off with the same side. Placing down an observer and the piston in the right orientation. Now observer, observer, piston, piston. This is probably a bit quicker. And some more observers. And the flying machines are basically done. Now for the actual flying part of the door, you need to place a row of pistons facing upwards below these pistons here. Like this. Then we need some block. I'm just going to use, yeah, this is good, I guess. This one is also being moved, so make sure that this is not terracotta or anything that doesn't want to move. And now we're going to place a lot of slime and honey blocks in an alternating way. Should be exactly 5, so this is correct. And we're going to do this on both sides of the store. Oh yeah, and here you have to make sure again that the honey blocks are opposing slime blocks, otherwise the two parts of the door will stick together. So make sure that you don't accidentally put them on the same row. They always look like this. Now you can cover this door with any block you like. This is the part that will be later on visible, so if you are planning to build this in a grass area, you probably should place dirt or grass blocks here. I'm just using these white stones now because they are clearly visible and in my inventory. Now it's very important that you place one additional row of blocks up here. This will prevent the door from breaking and opening up too early, because it can only push upwards when the 12 block limit is not yet reached, and that means in the middle of the door. So when testing, place another row of blocks at the very end. This is important. In order to close the door and trigger the mechanism, we need to place a row of terracotta blocks in front of these observers. Now this door would already start if we do this now, so first of all we should lock the door with a row of blocks like this on both sides, and I'm using just terracotta blocks. And now we need some normal pistons, make sure that these are not sticky, and we just place a simple detector here. Now I'm also using terracotta here because this part is actually next to the slime blocks which I'm moving. In order to not butt power these pistons, which can also cause issues, I use a cauldron. You can use any block that gives off a signal that can be picked up by a comparator. For example, put a jukebox or something. There are plenty of options. Cauldron is the simplest. And yeah, actually, maybe you should put it this way. Then a 4-tick repeater and a redstone dust that connects back to the piston. Oops, like this. Okay, we're going to do the same on the other side. So make sure that you have the door locked before you place them. And yeah, this was the only way I came up with now to trigger all these observers simultaneously while having a completely flat ceiling, so only 1 watt. And yeah, this works for a door size up to 12 blocks. I think this is okay though for most door designs. Okay, yeah, so now we need another redstone dust here. I'm always getting rid of the water bucket as quick as possible because I had many accidents where I accidentally placed the water in my inventory. Okay, now that part is done. We can place the pushing pistons here already. And the only thing left now is the wiring to a central button. Alright, let's get it done. So this line here will receive the input. We are placing pistons right next to the other pistons, sticky ones. These act as T flip-flops, and they are being powered by this line here. So like this. Already put some redstone dust on top. Now on the output side we have to use a repeater, and here next to this redstone we place a redstone block in the floor, and this one will act as a memory state. So these redstone blocks are retracted when the door is opened and pushed out when the door is closed. And the signal is then traveling onwards to the piston over here, which is somehow missing. Now we trigger this piston with an observer, so it's this way. It only receives a single tick. A repeater here. Now this will not trigger anything because the door is locked, so it's okay to place some redstone dust here. You can see it in action, all looking good. And the last part is to connect this up. And I just saw that this actually triggers this flying machine, so make sure to trigger it again so that they all are in sync by just quickly placing it, or do you lock it before you actually place it? Okay, we are going to do the same on the other side, and after that I think we can already test the door. So observer, powering this one, single tick repeater below, some redstone dust here. Yeah, make sure that this is all aligned. Then almost there. Okay, obviously put some button here. Okay, checking everything twice. So far so good. Okay, then let's just get rid of these obsidian blocks in the center here. And test out the door. I am pretty dumb. I accidentally did not place a repeater there, but luckily this is an easy fix. Just make sure that the door is opened again. So, repeater. And also didn't place... Oh, sorry. Okay, now this should work out. Yep. Okay. So, sorry for that little mistake. Now, if you want to cover the door, make sure that there are no blocks that stick at these two layers. So, here and here. Especially because the door is moving upwards, that means that the slime blocks are also moving upwards, so this is a no-go zone for any ordinary block. Use terracotta or obsidian or melon or furnaces or whatever. Same of course on the other side. So better marking out these spots here. And you can fill in the rest with whatever you like. Okay, let's just finish this up once more, and then we are done. Thank you guys for watching this tutorial, and see you in the next Minecraft video. Goodbye!